And yes, my people, well, definitely, just let mention it when time we start the program. So we had a wonderful guest, a wonderful invited today. One man, a souk man, a man from Congo, a man who got in music coming from ancient time. He started out with, remember that rhythm from Kassav when the beat about this song, and one man come out, they sing one rap and all we got mad over it and we start spread, and he had a next song with named Fiona we run things from the island. Yes, the man they are straight in a live and living color. I'm talking about Kaysha. Welcome to the program, bro.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, how are you, everybody?
We're good, hoping that everything is good as well on your end.
Everything is blessed. It's night already, it's nighttime already here. But I think it's after good afternoon for you guys.
Okay, okay. And where you connecting from, precisely?
I'm talking to you from Lisbon, Portugal.
Okay, wow. Okay, we can now understand like the music influence and the travel that it get to the French Caribbean or the French West Indies, also to Brazil and all these things, because in fact, when I heard about Kaysha was by that time, Kizomba was getting into the market, and all of us was a little bit confused. Is this Kizomba? Is this souk? Is this Haitian music? This sound like souk? This sound like a lot of things. So tell us, what was the beginning from Kaysha?
So I was born in Congo. I arrived in France when I was 7 years old, and from the get-go, I wanted to be a musician. I knew I wanted to make music. I wanted to do hip-hop. Actually, I wanted to be a rapper. Not even a rapper, I wanted to make instrumentals for other rappers. That's how I started. And then as I did shows in Paris, one day I met Nichols, I met Jean-Michel Rotin, and they asked me to rap and to produce for them. And so I created a zouk that has a little bit of R&B and hip-hop in it. And then I went on tour with Jean-Michel Rotin for 2 years in the West Indies. And because I was always listening to R&B and zouk, and with Jean-Michel, we all created with Jean-Michel Rotin, with Ali Angel, with Nichols, and other people. We created this movement called the Zouk R&B, which was a mix of zouk and R&B and hip hop. My first album came out in '98, and then with the sample of Kassav, Bounce Baby, it just exploded. And, because, you know, when you are in the West Indies, you are actually in the crossroads from the Caribbean music, the American music, the South American music, because the West Indies they're not far from you. So we have all these music. So we were listening to reggaeton, we were listening to reggae, we were listening to dancehall, to zouk, to compa, to R&B, to hip hop. So for us, yeah, we just wanted to do something that has all these influences. And that's how the people who love reggaeton, they love Kizomba. The people who love Kizomba, they love zouk. The people who love zouk, they love Kizomba. So my style just became a style that everybody called something different in a different country, and everybody danced different in a different country. When I go to Brazil, my songs like Fiona, they're called zouk and they dance lambada. But when I come to Portugal, they call it Kizomba. And when I go to France, they call it zouk R&B. But for me, it's just music.
Here in St. Andrews, Providence, and Catalina, we call it souk. And really, it's the influence of these Caribbean songs that many times we don't understand the lyrics or the meaning of the song, but just the sound, the rhythm, the genre. Feel that nice connection. You have to move your foot, your hand, even if you don't know to dance. Kaysha, what is the meaning of music in your life?
The meaning of music in my life is the possibility to express yourself. To me, music it's just like dance. Most people, when they dance, whether they know it or not, they are trying to get something out of their body. They wanna, you can be sad and you're gonna dance and the sadness will go away because you turned it into moves. And for me, music is this. if I'm sad, if I'm happy, if I'm in love, if I hate somebody, I can turn everything into a good instrumental or a good song. Most of my songs that have names are the names of people that exist. So Fiona is a real person. Trinidad is the mother of my kid. And so most of my songs really talk about real situations and real people that I met and real feelings that I felt. So it's every album is actually a resume of my life. And very interestingly, when the album is out and the music is out, it also becomes the voice for other people who don't know how to express what they have in their heart. Sometimes my music helps that, and I'm very blessed for that.
Well, I got to tell you that Bounce Baby, that song that on the track from Kassav, was the first
Yes.
souk song we heard here in San Andres with a rap voice, with someone doing like a rap style on it. And in my precedent cast, we have never heard someone take a souk rhythm and sing a rap on it. And it become a huge hit in the island. It's a huge, huge hit. I would like to know how you live it when you first stand on a stage and face people doing rap on a souk rhythm.
So it's interesting because when I proposed this song, the instrumental. When I did the instrumental, I proposed the beat to Jean-Michel Rotin and the group that we had called Preview. And everybody said, "Oh, no, we cannot touch Kassav. We cannot touch this music. This is the legend. You cannot touch this." And me, I was like, "No, listen. I grew up in Africa listening to Kassav. So for me, I'm not gonna do a rap song with James Brown. I'd rather do a rap song with the people that are my inspiration, and that was Kassav. So, and when the song came out, when we asked the authorization to Jacob, he actually was a friend of my father.
Wow.
And I didn't know. And he told me, "Oh, I did a music video in your house when you were 12 years old. I remember you. You were a kid." And I was like, "Yes?" We're like, yeah. This video, Siebois, we shoot in your house in Congo. I was like, wow. So that's how I had the authorization to use the sample. And then when the music came out, everybody was afraid because the radio didn't want to play it in the West Indies because of the sample. Everybody was like, we have too much respect for Kassav. We cannot play this song. And then one radio had a pirate copy of the song, and the only one radio stopped playing all the time. And because of that radio, all the other radio called us, "Hey, why they have the song? Give us the song, we want the song." I was like, And yeah, this became one of my biggest, that was my first song. And the music video also helped because it was one of the first Zouk video that looked like an American music video as well.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, that was crazy.
It is quite interesting, but we cannot continue this interview without hear a piece of it. I don't know if you want to share an a cappella, a part that you remember, because it's a song that have a quite good time now in the market. So go ahead if you want to share something with us.
Of Bounce Baby?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's an old song. It's the Worldwide Chico, coming to your Caribbean city or any pueblo, myself plus every MC you know on my hood, play you with the crazy menu, I please you with the crazy, etc., etc. You better bounce, baby. Yeah. It's the music, baby. Better bounce, baby. Yeah. It's the music, baby. It's the music, baby. Thank you.
Thank you. That was really nice, and a lot of people that watching us at this hour really feel identified with the song, with that lyrics, and carry them back to a lot of nice ears. Kaysha, we know you already as an artist, but as a producer, tell us a little bit more about this experience in your life.
So actually, I've never seen myself as an artist. I've always seen myself as a producer. Everything else is by mistake. The rap was a mistake. The singing was a mistake.
A good
For me,
mistake.
I guess But I really was way too shy to sing in front of people. I really wanted to be a producer. And so I produced for a lot of rap groups in Paris. And I actually produced most of my songs. And I also produced for Nelson Freitas, Deeper, Rebound Chick, for Judge, for Looney Johnson, for Sumia, a lot of artists that I worked with. Producing for me is like respiration. It's something that I do without really thinking. I don't have any knowledge in music. I just hear stuff and I try to reproduce on my programs, and I guess people like it. So I know how to produce, I know how to mix, I'm also an executive producer because I have my label. But it's really something that is the easiest thing for me to do. Producing is something that I just do. If I feel sad, I'm gonna make a sad beat. If I feel happy, I'm gonna make a happy beat. If I feel energetic, I'm gonna do something fast. And I love to discover new music. So let's say tomorrow I go to San Andres and I talk with some artists and I listen to some music that I don't know. The first thing that I will want to do is to create my version. So that's how I see production. I love to try something.
Very, very, very quite good. But actually, you come to the point that you asked Jacob the Variux for the permission to use the track, but you gone all the way around, and you still came and produced a song for him, or produced a production for him. How was that encounter with Jacob the Variux, you producing for him?
It's very magical because Jacob was somebody that was very humble, and he never made you feel that you were working with a legend. I'm very, very fortunate that I have 4 songs with Jacob that I produced, and he sing in 2 songs with me. So Musiquarien, Play It Again. So Bounce Baby, I have Bounce Baby as well, and there's another one that I did for him. And I was actually I was on the phone with him, but sadly he passed away. Rest in peace. But I wanted to do a number 5, and I was like, maybe I'm asking too much. He was like, no, I'm your uncle. You can ask me anything. It's cool. Like, so it's so funny that he really was somebody that he really was for the artist. So for him, he never see himself as a legend. He just see himself as a big brother or an uncle. And it's something that he gave me when I work with artists, or when I receive a message on Instagram for an artist that nobody knows, but he has good music, and he asks me, hey, can you sing with me on a song? Or can you, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Because Jacob was like this, so I try to also give back to artists. So if anybody in San Andre want to do a song with me, hey, I'm here.
Yeah. Wow. Nice. Yeah. Imagine, I wish I was an artist too. Wow. Kaysha, tell us a little bit about, I'm still curious about this Congo and the West Indies, the French side, and different places your music travel. In Congo, you have the soukous, right? When did you start notice the souk that the Caribbean was making, and the kizomba and different rhythms that was outside Africa, but originated or basically like have that African into it? When you start realize or notice these type of genres?
I think, DJs travel all the time, and the music just travels. So in Congo, we were always listening to rumba, Cuban music, zouk was always there. From Kassav was, every African grew up with Kassav. And then we also had Oliver Ngoma from Gabon, who was doing Afro zouk. Monique Seka as well. So zouk has always been as long as I've been in this earth, zouk has always been there in Africa. It's just that Congo also has a big music industry of the sukus, the ndombolo. We all have our music, but in Africa, zouk is also as the slow jam in European countries. So it's always been there. So the fusion was normal. It's just that maybe no Congolese artist really thought about it, because most Congolese artists, when they go to France or Belgium, they do R&B or they do rap. I was one of the first one to say, oh, listen, yeah, zouk, and bring it's zouk, but we bring also the African influence in it. And but there's been, in Cape Verde, the kizomba, and in Morna, and in Angola, the kizomba. All these have been inspired by the compa that came from Haiti, but the ex-slaves from Haiti were actually from West Africa, from Congo as well. So music is just doing this around the world. It's as I love to say, that music has no passport.
Yes, for sure. I can travel through any transport, through in a car, in an airplane, in a boat, in any type of presentation. That is the way how we get all the African music also to here, so to San Andres, Providence, and Catalina. It was through a boat, and it's really a mark not only our generation, but our parent generation, our grandparents generation, and still it's music that we still hear and enjoy in the same way. Kaysha, which is your new project for this 2022 that you would like to share with us this evening?
So I got this new album called Bantu Royalty. That's my album number 10, and it came out in February. I have 50 songs.
Wow.
Inside, so it's a triple album. I started doing it before the pandemic, and I work on it while I was at home during the whole pandemic. So it was finished before the pandemic, but then I was like, I'm at home, so let's do more songs. So now I have 50 songs. It's a beautiful project because it has inside zouk, kizomba, reggaeton, amapiano, Afro house. I have some songs with my dear friend Bodhisattva. I have songs from lots of collaboration, and it's an album, like we like to say, the album of the maturity, and it's an album with so many songs that the way I did it was for that. If you only like zouk, you can have a whole album of zouk.
Wow.
If you only like kizomba, you can have a whole album of kizomba. If you only like Afro house, you can just listen to the Afro house song, and you still have enough songs to enjoy. And if you like everything, you have 3 hours of music.
Actually,
so, I invite everybody to listen to it. It's really, it's not because I did it. It's a great album.
Excellent. Whatever you do sounds good, brother. Whatever. I was gonna ask you about this song with Bodhisattva. It's African Afrobeat, but it's the first Afrobeat I hear you on. What take you to do an Afrobeat after doing souk all your practically entire life?
Well, it's not the first one. I did Supernova with Brett. I did
Supernova, okay.
So all my series, Good Life, that came out from 2005 till 2000. But it's interesting because when people decide that you are a zouk artist or you are a kizomba artist, they forget that if you listen to my albums, I always have a lot of different genres. I always do a lot of different things. It's just that kizomba and zouk was really what exploded. But for example, in Africa, everybody loved One Love, Question My Heart, Fiona, and all my songs. But On Dit Quoi is the big song in Africa. But in Portugal, the big song is One Love. And in America, it would be Question My Heart. In Brazil, it's Fiona. In Ukraine, it's something else. So that's the beauty of music. You do music and then it goes where it goes. So with Bodhisattva, ever since we met 12 years ago and we've been friends, I always wanted to sing on his songs. And in the beginning, he was not inviting me. So one day I just when I heard, so we did a few collaboration already, and he did some remixes for me. But when I heard Kilulu on his album, he was without me. He did his song. He was, oh, you have to listen to this. So I listened, and then I put stop. I was like, why am I not here? So no. I'm singing here. I don't care. And that's how we did the song.
Wow, okay.
And what a song.
If I would have to choose a song from Kaysha, I would say One Love from African Bohemian album. But which one will you choose out of the 50 songs from this recent album and all the one them that you have done?
From the new album, if you like One Love.
In general, which one you will choose?
Well, do you have children? Do you choose between your children? Do you have, do you choose between which one is the best of your ex?
Huh? You don't have 50 children neither.
No, I like all my songs, but I'm the type of artist that I create songs and then I forget that I did them. I listen to the songs the same way as everybody, as if I was discovering the song. So I know that I have some songs that I really like, that I did more than others, but they are not the hits. Because I'm a producer, I will not focus on nice melody. I will really focus on the instrumental. And I have some songs that really, like, when I listen to them, I'm like, wow, I did that? Wow. Like, oh, ooh. So songs like Heartbeats. I have a song called Heartbeat in my It's the Love in the third album. This song is amazing, but it's the beats. It's the like, when I listen to just the instrumental at the end, sometimes I can just listen to that part and play and replay and be like, the guy who did this is good. He's really good.
Really, when we listen to your music, it's like you transport to some place, you transport to that connection. If you're there with someone, you connect with that person through the songs, the lyrics, the vibe that the music really transmit to you and transmit to this being that listening to it. And really, we want to thank you for sharing us nice music, and thank you for sharing us here so that we get to know a little bit more about you, about your music, about that African descent that really we always have to. And we would want to say goodbye before you give out a message to all the people that are watching us at this hours and have that dream to be a great musician like how you are.
An advice?
Yes, sir.
I would say 3 things. Work hard, never give up, never listen to other people. 4th, be yourself and work hard again, and just continue and never give up. Just work on your music, listen to good music, listen to something that is different from what you want to do. You want to do zouk? Listen to some rock, listen to some pop, learn to listen to appreciate music from other people, and maybe try to find your heroes, learn to copy them to understand how they do. And once you know how to recreate the music from somebody you love, automatically your body will generate your own music.
Wow.
So that's my advice.
Wow, that's nice. How we can admire music and admire the nature and essence in other genres that maybe are not even related to us. That's a nice advice. Kaysha, we want to give you that warm thanks as well for having the time here in the music to share with us and the people that watching abroad this nice program. So we want you to finally leave your social media, and if you have something that you want update us or for us to be pending at, you can share it as well.
Well, you can go to Kaysha.com. That's where you have all the links to all my universe. You can find me on Twitter at Kaysha. You can find me on Instagram at Kaysha2201. I read all my messages every day. And listen, if you are an artist from San Andres, I would love to collaborate. Of course,
Nice.
you don't need to be famous. You don't need to be famous. I'd love to. I spoke to some people actually from San Andres. What was his name? That was somebody that I was talking to all the time, but we never had the chance to do a track together. It's Juancho style.
Oh, okay.
Juancho,
Okay.
I'm still waiting. Let's do it.
We'll get to message to him.
Yeah,
But I'd love to.
a nice soup.
I'd love to. Yeah, I would love to do a great song with him. But everybody else, listen, don't hesitate. I love to collaborate. You know, I release a song every week, so I don't have a problem inviting an artist on a song or being invited in a song, because, you know, when you do songs every week, you need partners to have fun. So, you know, get on my Instagram and send me a message and yeah, let's do something together, because I'm very appreciative of the fact that in San Andres, in Colombia, in a place where I've never been, people play my music, people love my music, and I have the chance to be invited in a program like yours. So I want to give back to everybody, and if you are an artist and you want to have your music heard around here and display to my fans, it's my pleasure to invite somebody to do something. Like, we can do some kizomba, we can do some zouk, some reggaeton, some compa, we can ask Body Sadva to do a beat.
Wow.
We can do everything. It's fun.
Wow, the artist. What does he say?
That connection already did. Hey, brother, thank you very much for receiving us in your home, and thank you very much for express all your musical talent, all your musical experience with our people from the island, or people from over the whole place, wherever this signal getting. And we want to really tell you that we appreciate the music you're doing. We appreciate the music you're doing.
Thank you so much.
And you are a big artist down here. It would be so nice, be incredible to see you on stage someday here in San Andres. So the invitation is open, and you're welcome whenever.
Let's make it happen. I'd love to.
Okay. Well, Kaysha is just a goodbye for now. We're going to leave the people with your music right here now on Back to Back from the music. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Ow.